I want to make this video without any edits, so we're gonna be um, pretty clear. I want to show you guys what I did to capitalize for about 1,000+% on IWM this morning. I'm gonna show you guys the Discord so you guys could see pretty much the call. Today, where is it at? Okay, so I'm guessing this is okay. Currently working out. Okay, so here we go. Here, we did take about 2 trades today. As you guys could see, what is today's date? The 3/6, 3/6. Here's March 9th. Okay, that was yesterday night. Hey, yeah, it's midnight. So March 9th, which was earlier today, it's midnight. So now it's March 10th, right? You guys could see I did call out the IWM 248 calls. Got filled. IWM trying again here, right? Risky trade, so play it light. And then I also added IWM 259 calls to that position there, as you guys could see. And I said if this 2-hour candle can flip, it will rip. Now I am also live, so that's why I'm just adding these things in here as I'm trading live, right? IWM 249 calls 70%, IWM 249 calls 95%. Boom, and it just goes on and on and on and on and on. The contracts ended up going to about $5.31. You guys could see, absolutely ripped. Once we got the break, we were up around 300% right here at 250.22, and then I guess Trump spoke, said something, dropped some news right before market close, and we get this massive rip. And yeah, I got out that thing with some heavy profits. But let me show you guys what I was looking for and why I was able to catch that trade. First thing is first, we went to the weekly time frame. You guys see that market, price pushed down into this level of resistance here, which is a level of support. So you guys can see resistance, and then price became support in these areas, which sent the market higher. And so we came and tested these levels down here at 244.40, and then we've seen the rejection. Now this was actually quite beautiful, right? If we go here to the 4-hour, we're able to see something quite beautiful, because price loves to do something so simple. And if you keep it simple, you guys, we could succeed. And this is, you want to be able to succeed. So price opens, and we get this push down. Actually, let me show you one more quick thing here. Let's go here. We'll see, because most people use this platform anyways, to chart trading view. So you guys see the 4-hour. Okay, we have the March Friday 6. Okay, today. So we get this candle. We open up here 247.92, and the first thing that we do, okay, is we get this massive. We get this is the 4-hour candle, so this is like a little massive move, right? If you're getting at the wrong time. And so I want to show you guys what that looks like exactly, right? So we get this dump off here at the open, right? Now if you went to the smaller time frames, this is why I hate trading smaller time frames and didn't want to do that. I just want to show you guys what price was looking like, right? And so the price is looking like. But anyways, let's go back to the 4 hours so I can show you guys. because I want you guys to pay attention to that 4 hour candle. The 4 hour candle is such a important candle, and forgive my wife put a face mask on me, so I gotta let this thing dry up. But I wanted to get this content out. The 4 hour candle does something almost every day. Um, it's always going to put in a wick. Okay. Now, days like this, right? We see that this 4 hour candle specifically, you see how it closed. Now, this was most likely a choppy day, and if you get the first 4 hour candle to close something like this, you're most likely gonna see it sell off, right? Same thing here. In this case, um, market started to sell off, and we ended up holding above that 15-minute orb right here, because this was our first push to 249.92. We came retested the top of the 15-minute orb. What is the orb? The orb is a very simple strategy that can allow you to catch the breakout, and it's very simple to read, and it should not be difficult. And it could also be a place to add to your position if the retest builds support off that level. We could definitely see it push higher. So in this case, this was our first 15-minute candle, right? So what I do is I mark out the 30-minute candle, higher time frame, just more clarity. But the 15-minute, 30-minute works the same, right? It's the same thing. So say I go to the 30-minute, right? I mark the high and the low, including the wick of the candle, and I'm waiting for a breakout. Now, notice how this candle breaks underneath the bottom orb. Why would I not take this trade? Let me tell you why. Because that 30-minute candle, right, did not close underneath. So it's no longer valid. If this 30-minute candle closed and then we had a retest and then a rejection, now that's what I'm looking for to enter this trade, and to go long. The reason why I got in here is because I noticed that rejection. I noticed that the 30-minute rejected from these levels, right? And so since I was able to determine that, all I waited for is a clear confirmation. We had the break, it came up, I got in here, came up, closed here, but the next candle didn't sell off. The next candle pushed, and we came to claim the 30-minute high. Now, once we claimed it, right, and you see this next push, this is a clear confirmation of the orb in action. We get the push above the 30-minute orb range high, a candle closure. We come retest it, but look how this candle closes above the 30-minute. A nice close. Now we're holding support. I'm adding to my position. Now contract, we're up. We're making bank. We're up over 350%. Price comes to 249.85. Now, usually I would say take profit, but the higher time frame was just giving me this confidence. Number one, I wanted to see us hold and create support. So if I got in here and I know I got some contracts, I'm most likely gonna break even, right? I'm not really gonna lose too much unless my contracts were getting decayed, and they were, because we were chopping a lot in these areas, and then this right here is pullback. But I noticed that the 30-minute candle failed to break underneath. It was having a hard time wanting to sell underneath these levels, and look at the close. This gave me the confidence to hold my trade, not add to my position, because I already did that here. So I'm holding, and now we get this massive break. We're consolidating. Contracts are getting tore up because boom, boom. but they are in the money. 249. We're in the money floating here, but we keep rejecting, and then Trump speaks. It's that simple. The 2 hour and the 4 hour candle are so simple. They want to create a wick. The first thing that the 2 hour and the 4 hour candle did was come and put in a wick down here. And once we got that rejection, you just wait for that rejection to flip. You wait for the candle flip on that higher setup candle that could give you this massive push. If you scale down to the lower time frame, you would notice that the 30-minute gave us a clear setup to go long. It failed to break underneath. We came, and the moment this candle flipped, it didn't even put in a wick. It just rips. Why not take these setups? Let's look at it on the smaller time frame. Go to the 5-minute and look at it there. Price came, melted all the way to 244.41. Some people were waiting for that break to sell it, but what happened? Boom! We get this massive candle after this mean rejection of the bottom of the orb, and then we come and get the retest of the orb, not a break, but a retest of bottom orb 2 times. 2 times. Rejected, and we see it that this thing starts to take off, right? Let's go and look at our Thinkorswim. Same thing here. What happened? We see that price came, rejected. Is this the right? Oh, yeah. Rejected and then just flew because we were looking at the higher time frame. So once we got the flip over the candle, we were able to determine the next play of our move. Oh my goodness. The only thing about Thinkorswim, you can't they don't be wanting to let you do nothing. Get over here. So we'll go back to 30-minute. So I'm gonna show you guys real quick. I want you guys to see this, man, because it's so simple. Okay, and now price is still ripping higher, 253.61 after hours. So this IWM, man, could really just take off tomorrow and continue higher. We did fill in all the gaps there to 254.71. So I'm kind of curious to see what price does tomorrow. But you guys can see we got the rejection candle, failed to break 30-minute, and this thing is just moving, right? It's absolutely moving. What happened here? Okay, I'm confused. Okay, this is today. Okay, this is today. Forgive me, because here's 30-minute orb. Right, I marked it up. Right, market came, pushed down, and we just get the flip of the candle. It's that simple. I think people make it harder than it needs to be. And keep trading simple, guys. I want to show you guys one last time. So just bear with me. Let's go ahead and scroll down here. Say price, right? Price is coming. Boom. This is the first 30 minutes, and we're ranging in here. Right. This is what happens here. So then we come and we get, we mark out. Say we mark out our 30-minute, right? Our 30-minute high, 30-minute low. Okay. We're waiting for a breakout above 239.32 or a breakout underneath 237.73. What invalidates this sell from pushing lower? What invalidates this sell is a rejection, a failed break lower, and a candle closure. Okay, a failed break um and a candle closure. What would this look like? This looks like a candle that would break out, but instead of continuing lower, price ends up rejecting, and then the next candle gives us a nice massive candle like that back above the orb. Okay, and this is if orb fails to break lower, right? If we get a rejection and the in that candle that breaks out closes back above um the orb. So I'm gonna write that down for you guys. If the candle that breaks out fails um fails to sell off, and candle closes above bottom orb, usually what happens is we get a massive candle. Let me show you guys here. Right? Let me show you guys here. We get this breakout candle, failed, closes, and a massive candle right back above the bottom 30-minute orb. We don't get in on this candle because we want this candle, this retest candle, and we're always going to get this retest candle, and we're going to get in here. Let me show you, right? And so once we see this indication of the massive candle back above orb and it'll close, all we're waiting for again is for the next candle to open up, retest bottom orb, and that candle will reject and then push higher. And our first TP is gonna be orb high. Okay, if you get that orb rejection signal set up, which is high probability and it's a massive move, you get hundreds of percent a gainer, right? First target is top of orb. Is orb high? Let me put that. Is orb high? So simple. What this will look like is a higher time frame candle, either on the 2 or the 4 hour, even the 6 hour, is those candles would come and put in a wick. So it would give us the breakout underneath orb, but then the rejection is the candle showing us that it's ready to flip and give us its real move. And you want to ride those long candles, right? You want to see that 4 hour rip, because a 4 hour candle alone can give you some massive moves. And our first target would be the high or the top of that orb. The reason why is because it could come to orb and reject it again if it's ranging, and then we see it really sell off. So you want to see the breakout. How do I know that it's valid to hold? Well, you wait for the candle to break out and close, retest, it'll give you like a little 2 candle setup here, and then continue higher, right? And you can even look to add at those levels if orb high gives you a level of support to create, then you can add into your position and you ride that thing to the next level of support. In this case, my targets were the gaps. So we had orb get filled, boom, created support 2 times. We failed to reach 250.22, which is my first TP where this level of support is at, but it ended up hitting it. And then my next one was 254.17. We got some support here, came and smacked it. We have some resistance here at 251.80, broke through that like nothing. Trump spoke, it just ripped. And then we have 256.73 um, which it might reach there tomorrow according to what it looked like to the aftermarket, but we don't know yet. And that'll be the fill of the gap. Ultimately, this whole move would be the fill of the gap to target here, right? This whole move. And so that's another close to $2-3 move, right? Coming tomorrow, which is massive money. And so, that's what we're looking for to add. And then the same thing as well, to the downside, right? If you want to catch it early, price is creating, boom, we get the breakout. Higher time frame candle, 2 4 6 hour candle gives us a wick. Rejection back inside, candle closes, retest, right? And then we just break. Retest again, we break, and we just come down. First TP is gonna be bottom orb, right? If we come and we break that with a candle closure, I would wait for the retest of bottom orb. We reject it again, right? We reject it. If we reject it, I'm ready to add into my position and go in a little heavier. Boom, boom, and ride that thing until the next level of support, next level of resistance. Start taking profits there, or there be gaps to get filled, and we ride those things to the gaps. But that's pretty much it, man. Very simple. I don't think that it needs to be any more confusing than that. And if you guys have any questions, I do have a free Discord where I call out all these trades. Today was an absolute banger day, and we're going to have another banger day tomorrow. So let's get it. God bless you guys. Jesus loves you, and let's get this money.